Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Five Aside with Soccer with AK. It's your boy Dalu. We have AK here and Tobe as well. How's your weekends been, guys?
Hate watch wasn't good for me, man. All my hate watch I tried to do this weekend didn't flow at all, man. Arsenal won. United is doing 3-2. City, God, City, man, I don't know, man.
You know,
But
I
at
feel
least
like
I
hate.
had my remontada this weekend, so I'm happy.
I feel like hate actually drives football more. I asked this guy how your weekend day. The first thing that the fact saying hate watch
You
failed.
hate
See the
watch,
fact
yeah, yeah.
win.
See,
I can't.
right now, what will make everybody happy right now is what everybody wants. You understand, and that is that noise pollution that will happen. Let's just stop it now. So whatever will kill your joy will make me happy. So they say in diplomacy, they be like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
It's my
You
friend, yes,
understand? So
absolutely.
that's where I'm at right now, man. But I mean, I had a good game. I had a good second half game, a good remontada. Good for the squad. So at least that will calm me down a little bit.
Tobe, what about you?
My hit watch also did not go very well. I was hit watching Bruno Fernandes, 2 assists. So I have to accept that, although the City hit watch went well because I'm also low key rooting for Arsenal this season as well. So I knew they would go there and struggle. Well, so to see 2-2, I was like, you know what, we'll take it 50-50.
My hate watching today was just everything just going under the table. Like till what's the name? Solanke scored. I was like, okay, small happiness. Everything was just
But what's our name about that game, bro? It was 2-0 first half. Even if you guys watching it through Peacock, Grimley So and Lee Dixon, they were like, oh, this is like a 4-5-0 kind of game. It's men against boys. I mean, I will believe them. Second half, I was just in my sofa dozing, like I don't know. I just literally opened my eye, like when you just open, when that slip is like trying to clean the slip off. I was seeing two. I was seeing another song, like, then I knew I don't want to blow a bell.
you know, seeing double.
Ah,
The first blow.
Like maybe that second two now actually see two. Maybe I don't see double.
Bro, I couldn't believe it, man. But yeah.
We
ah.
can start with that first half. So you know what you be saying about Premier League? What all of us be saying about the intensity, how there is no space, how everybody is physical, blah blah. That none of that. I saw none of that in that first half of Tottenham versus City. That game looked like literally, like you said, men against boys. So much space, no, barely any pressing at all. Whenever they tackled, it was a foul. That referee was actually low key pitying them. Like he wasn't blowing all the fouls like he was blowing that first half because
Yeah,
Tottenham are just way off the pace. Such a terrible display. Like I actually lost hope. I was like, should I just turn TV or should I just enjoy this match and just as a with pleasure, just enjoy Cherokee and all his dribbling and everything, and just forget about the hate watch because it was that bad. It was that bad. I don't know what. First of all, his tactics were wrong, but also the way the players were like, you know, the players played terribly despite the tactics. I think the back five was a bad way to go because they seemed not to understand how to press with three centre backs. They kept giving the attackers so much time on the ball. So I think Thomas Frank got his tactics wrong in the first half. But I also feel like I also blame the players for not conducting themselves well either. Because there are some things that as a player you should normally do. At least show some intensity. Did not do none of that. So whatever he did in the dressing room during the break clearly worked. First of all, they came out in the back four, which was better, but the players at least showed more passion and desire to win. After that first half, I actually believe that. I still believe in all these rumors about Tottenham actually wanting City to win
Thomas.
because
Yeah.
the fans were not cheering, but that's also probably because the players are playing terribly. But the players were not showing desire in that first half. But second half, they set that straight and came out well and everything. Before they scored, they were clearly getting more chances. The momentum has swung to their favor. Well, yeah, I'm glad. Great goal by Solanke. Reminding me of Giroud's own bicycle kick, scorpion kick. I mean,
Yeah.
it was beautiful. But I screamed. I screamed, man. That was a beautiful goal. 2-2. I was happy. But yeah, those are my own thoughts from the game. What about you guys?
For me, the thing about that game, what actually stunned me was Donnarumma making a complete pass. If you remember, it's the 35th or 37 minutes. I'm
Mhm.
like, yeah, Donnarumma.
Yo, the long pass.
Bro, that pass. That's
Yo.
how okay, yeah, these guys are actually bad. Like it's not, you know when, like it's not as if you're that good, but bro, you where you're playing is just bad. Like they were just picking spaces in the midfield, like at the point they were like strolling, like okay, what do they do? Tap, tap, tap. Like it was just too easy for them, man. You understand? Like I don't understand when coaches play at the back, the goal is like be tight at the back, like because he played, and this was that Dragusin guy. He just gotta be an actor. The next game of 3 just go and join them.
Disaster class.
Bro, I have 4.75 in my life. I've seen 4.75 in my life.
It was terrible.
His stats is red. I've seen blue, green, yellow. His one is red. Who has red? Why would they give you red? That's like them giving you attendance for coming to school. Like 30 over 100 just for attendance. That was how bad it was, man. Like for real, like you said earlier, Thomas Frank, tactics were really bad. Playing 3 at the back. Having Bissouma had his team card that first half, man. It was just making the midfield so open for them. I'm just seeing Bernardo dropping deep, going to the side in the middle, just having a field day that first half. And I just feel like that's why we always talk about, listen, man, coaches, when they say coaches went to school, all those B license, it's not beans, bro. For him to go to the dressing room and tweak it and come back, you brought in Papisa to add more energy in the midfield. And it worked for them. Like, that's what I have to appreciate coaches that actually think. You understand? So, good one for Tottenham. At least there was a rumor that they're not playing for Thomas Frank. They feel like his tactics are too like rigid and too hard on them. But at least that second half performance, like died down the rumors. As of first half, they were so bad to the point by the day. I think half of the fans left in first half because they're like, this is going to be a whitewash, obviously. You understand? But I don't know, man. Pep, I don't know what's up with Pep. I think the real question is not about Spurs. It's about Pep. It's like, because I was listening to one, was it like the Leeds United Arsenal conference, and then I thought it was like, I still talk to Pep, we're cool. I'm like, is it like an agreement's going on? I don't know. Like, it's not like, okay, win this one. So, think about this, man. If Tottenham were that bad, 2-goal lead, you can't just like this Premier League. Pep has the experience, and you should know this by now. That if you're 2-goal lead, that going for the title, just kill the game. Why do you let them come back? So I feel like at this point, Pep and Arteta, they've already discussed agreement, discussed business. You win Premier League, I win this one, you win that one. Is that in? You know that style, Yendiba. That's what I'm doing, I swear.
When you say kill the game, what do you mean kill the game? Because what could they do? You mean go for a 10?
No, because you can't tell me Pep or other people just die like that second half. I think it's weird. They have to do investigation, VAR or whatever they call it. For real, man. They're trying to the charges. The City charges that they have right now, 140 and 141. Them join this game to be added to 142 charges, man. Yes. But that's my take on this, man. For real.
What about you, Toby?
I agree. I just say I agree with a lot of what Akan said. Honestly, I still feel like this Tottenham, the players are so weird to judge. It almost feels like they are really uninterested in what's happening in the Premier League. Because if you look at the Champions League, it's a totally different story. You guys are locked in the energy they play with. It's almost like it's very hard to gauge. And then impressive for them too, this game coming back because they are really bad at home in the Premier League. So they came out again with their usual lackadaisicalness, lack of interest.
Lethargic, yeah, bro.
Lethargic, just, and then the second half, I think that own goal kind of, I won't say it gave them motivation to go, but I don't know, when you're playing a game, man, and you're losing, but then you just score that one goal, it just gingers you.
That's true.
You just make something happen. Even if the other team itself doesn't want to concede. That's just the way the game is going to flow now. And then, like I said, which is why, I agree with Akan when he said, what's up with Pep? Me, I think Pep, because what he went through last year, almost losing his entire family. I think the guy really understands he needs to leave the game.
No, because if you think about it,
his wife, he needs to pick his wife over the game.
It doesn't make any sense because
he doesn't look interested.
It doesn't make any sense. They backed him up this season, and it's still it doesn't make any sense, man. And in fact, sorry for cutting you off, man. Just want to add up, that just shows the beauty of the Premier League, man. This weekend, I just proven why the Premier League is the best thing in the world. 2 goals now is like a threat. You even scored 2 goals. I say don't make mistake. You understand? 2 goals now, if you're not careful, you will lose that game.
Yes,
So just
absolutely.
I
to
was
be
saying
safe, just go for.
saying to me earlier before the pod started, actually, like this, I was kind of complaining about how boring the Premier League has been for a minute now. But this weekend, kind of like it was like hell natch that look, we are still the
Yeah,
Premier League.
it's
Because
still the Premier
I
League.
probably the most entertaining weekend we've had in a minute now. The most
Yeah.
entertaining weekend I had in a minute now. But like, I mean, I agree with you guys. Pep has not been the Pep we know since last season. But I mean, clearly he still shows emotion when he's crashing it and falling on the floor. He's still showing that he wants to win it. He's not happy that they're conceding. He almost lost it for a second in the touchline when that first goal they gave, the one that was supposed to be a foul. Bro almost fired that referee for this thing.
Yeah, I got it. I know you got the card. Yeah.
I agree with him though. That should have not been the goal. I think it was a foul. He clearly kicked through the Gehi. But regardless though, I still think it's still early to call. It's just 6 points, guys.
But
Yeah,
it's interesting because like I think one of the major differences I've noticed with Pep is that he just doesn't seem concerned with every facet of the game anymore. Like I think buying Doku was kind of like the first sign that now it was basically I will get a guy that can just break your team down. Instead of worrying like how can I use this space to get this guy open? How can I play on this side and get free that guy on the other side? The
yeah.
types of guys he's gone for, the Marmoshis, the Semenyos, it doesn't feel like they make sense in terms of like what Pep would like to do, but more these guys can get us a goal if we need a goal. So I feel like that Pep has kind of the obsession with how the entire game goes. I don't think he has that fire anymore.
You know what I think it
And I
is?
think, yeah,
I agree with you 100%. I think there's that shift from his obsession with every detail and winning the right way and enjoying the tactics and enjoying the football. He has gone more towards like quick solutions. Like, you know what, I need goals, I'll get Haaland. You know what? As opposed to maybe playing Lamb from right back to midfield or doing some of his crazy overthinking on tactics, whatever. He's now going very straightforward. Haaland, Donnarumma, a great big shot stopper that was stopping him conceding goals.
yeah,
Oh
that's
my
also
God.
that was a big deal signing as well. Going away from that's a very non-Pep guy
Yeah.
because you know he
Yeah,
sold
yeah,
Joe
that's
Hart
a
for that
non-Pep
exact
guy.
reason
Yeah,
that Pep
because
that
that's
Hart couldn't
yeah.
play out from the back, and then he
Facts.
goes and gets
Facts.
Donnarumma,
Yeah.
who can't play out from the back and just a great shot stopper.
Mhm.
So
Even
even who?
even Doku,
Yeah,
like a guy
even though he's like that's not a
who loses
Pep
the ball a
signing.
lot. He loses the ball a lot, but he can dribble. Like
When he can
that's
dribble, he can really break down a low block if you need it. So it's like I feel like what happened with him and his family last year, I think took a real toll on him. And I really feel like his wife gave him an ultimatum. And he feels like contractually he still has to fulfill obviously contractual obligations to Man City.
Yeah.
But I really feel like after this season, I think he'll walk away.
Oh yeah,
I think what happened
I
last
think
year
so.
was
So
just
I think Enzo Maresca will probably get the job. I have a feeling. I also this sounds so vain and so so primary school ish to say, but probably Klopp leaving. Probably I just killed the incentive and the ginger and the spark from Pep. Because think
oh
about it,
yes, his lover.
from the German days when it was Bayern Munich, Dortmund, Pep and Klopp. You know, Pep felt like, oh my, how shall I smart this guy? I want to beat this guy. You understand? Klopp was coming with his own new style of, I say new style, but a reinvented style of football, gang press, metal football. Pep was with the, we have to be more, systematic with the ball, build up, play. So we're going, my own principle, my principle, but it was like what they call it was a positive, healthy rivalry, and I feel like probably that opened up all the neurons and the brain sensors of Pep in terms of when it comes to football. Then they took it to England again. In England, you understand, Pep had the money, Klopp had the men that would fight and die for him, and even they were like reinventing themselves. This fullback inverting, it was Pep that brought it. It was every season reinvent himself, trying to find a way to just beat
backs.
Klopp. But I feel like now that Klopp has gone, his bestie has gone, it's like he's disrespecting. Arteta, I'll catch up with him. My boy, I teach and work. Who be that guy? Slot. He just come. So I feel like that's why I said it sounds so vain and so primary schoolish. Could that be? I don't know. Because like you just said it earlier, Pep obsession to the game itself on certain positions, like the way like you can just tell is
Yeah, you can tell there's a drop.
it's
You can
dropping.
definitely tell there's a
It's
drop.
because a Pep team having control of the game in the first half, 2-0 up, they should not, you should not score them back. It has a clear, easy, on paper 5-0 end of the game. If they are just being fair. You understand? This is the same Pep that will finish up game first half 4-0 in less than 25 minutes. He did it. He has done it. I just feel like maybe that obviously he's a professional, he wants to win, but going against like your rival, like like the Ronaldo Messi thing is no longer there again. You feel me? Yeah, that's for me. That's just the little primary school idea that just entered my head now.
That's fair. That's fair.
Anyway, this Thomas Frank's team is this first half, second half. That just gave me shades of Antonio Conte, but they were such a second half team when he was coaching Spurs as well. Same thing, looking very terrible in the first half and becoming very good in the second half all of a sudden. But yeah, besides, shout out to Cherky, amazing game before.
Yeah, what a footballer, man! What a footballer!
Entertainer.
You see, my thing with Cherky is a very skillful player. I won't take it from him. The last season at when was it at the Ligue 1, he was the best dribbler, and as that game the award, he has that. But I just feel like playing with a team. I don't know, man. I don't think he is. Listen, the goals and stats to speak for itself. But me personally, when it comes to comparing tens, people who would I pick for my 10, I won't pick Cherky, bro. Listen, I'm me saying Palmer, I'm not being biased. Me saying Bruno, I like Bruno, but I'm not being biased. I'm just saying as a team collective that wants to win, we like putting and Cherky as my 10. Me personally, I would say no. But is he a good player? Yes, he is.
I think Cherky really falls into that Ozil, Mata, old school bucket, and there's no place for a guy like that in football today.
I mean,
like,
can he even pass?
It's hard. He can definitely pass, but like
compared to them Ozil Mata, I mean them Ozil Mata level. I've not seen given any killer passes though. I haven't seen. Does he have the trickery and the magic? Yes, it does. But that, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I guess
the passing couldn't save Ozil and Mata from. You have to be, even for me, I would not play a game with a 10 that isn't Messi. Like that would be the only exception.
Yeah.
You have to run. You have to run. You have to work
in the Premier League, you have to run.
And the Premier League especially. Like the intensity is so insane. You can't survive.
Especially for a top level Premier League team. That's my issue with Eze. Like with playing Crystal Palace as opposed to playing to Arsenal now. Because we need to dominate. So we can't have you just floating there and expect it to finish actions. You have to be part of us, like out of possession as well. But anyway, let's move on to the next game. Man U versus Fulham. That was another crazy game. Honestly, I'll give United one props in the sense that like they are way more entertaining and their confidence level is off the charts at this point. I feel like Man U gives them some kind of level of swagger. Especially
he definitely does. That's my boy. That's my boy right there.
Midfield, he gives them some level of swagger. Like they are so goddamn confident. Even defensively, they look shaky at times. They still lose concentration. They still go through ups and downs instead of concentration. But you can tell there's still something there. There's still something there now, as opposed to before. There's just confidence all through the team. There's just confidence. Fulham tried because you can't say that United completely outplayed Fulham. They kept trying. They kept having in the first half and second half. It will be Chukwueze kept trying to do something. I like his confidence too. I like the fact that he tries to take the game at the blow of the horn, and you keep trying things. He kept trying things, and eventually they got their reward by equalizing. Even though United's quality just told at the end, they have superior quality because Lamens made a lot of great saves. I also think he's been a good buy. He gives the defense some level of confidence too, to just operate and do what they need to do. But Casemiro was a baller today. He played really, 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 really well. Bruno also did his thing in front. Sesko came in and also had his own say, banger of a goal. And he's giving them being a target man. He played his role pretty well. But Cunha is on form. Probably one of the most informed players in the league right now. Like Baba will try anything. It's hard to keep him quiet through games now. We need him to calm down because he's going crazy. Same as Bruno, same thing. Anyway, shout out to Man U. I was hate watching, can't lie, but I bet y'all got it. Right now, I don't mind Man U fans who are praying for Man City to win. I'm like, you guys are actually just 6 points behind them. Like City, if City is still in the league title, then Man U can also be because These boys ain't that crazy.
Me too now. I can also believe that.
Yo,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
yeah, now calm
Yes,
down.
competing
You
for the
calm down.
no, people should
You
stop
from there, calm down.
yes now. Support your teams. Your teams can win the league.
So the 1 point, that 1 point is $1 million.
You from there, calm down. Calm down.
I'm not saying City and Man isn't that much
Person they
different.
make noise from basement too. Calm down. Calm down.
You guys need to dream big. Dream big, man. Support your teams. You know? Stop supporting
Bro,
Man City.
before I even talk about this United game, but I don't know if you're done. Are you done, Chidi?
I'm done, yeah.
Bro, I don't know it sounds controversial, but this is why Barca will not get a big club. This game is why Barca will not get a big club. So is he a good defender? Yes. But he needs to improve. For crying out loud. See the way Bruno beats him? Go and check most of the goals that Fulham concede where Barca is at fault. It's always those kind of, like, why are they always turning you every time? Like, I don't understand, man. Listen, does he have what it takes to be the next Maldini? Yes, he does. He's young, he's strong, he's fast. You understand? He's not scared of making tackles, but you see this the technical side of defending. Like, I'm not a defender, but I don't play. The best I play is pickups once in a while outside the football. But as that boy is coming, you know that it's going to turn you. Like, obviously, it's going to turn you. You should see this coming. It was that turn that was the goal. It was that turn that was the goal. If you have blocked that touch, it may 2-2 draw. And this is why you understand. I don't know, man, but credit to Chukwueze, first of all, for staying to play. I know he lost his mom. RIP to his mom, and prayers to him and his family. But for him staying to play for the team, that's huge mental strength right there. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I say any credits to Bay you give United right now, you must give Chelsea, because the secret to carry no. The secret to carry success is Steve Holland. No. The secret to carry success is Steve Holland. And Steve Holland was one-time assistant coach for Chelsea for, like, I think 5, 6, 7 years. So everything good is Steve Holland. From there he went to England. Then you guys brought him back. So in every United success this season, give me some. So that 1 point, just give him back. Make I just stop you. Now we do it now.
I gave you Ellie now. Didn't I thank you for taking Garnacho? Thank you for taking. I thanked you. I said, you guys really look out for us. Really look out for us. I appreciate that.
You know what I mean? It's like that film Sophia act as Scammer. That old classic movie. Now, this is what doing for me for there. He just from the streets. He just from the streets, but we'll touch that on later, Sha. But my own is just that shout out to Carrick and the staff, because sometimes being simple and being the tactics is there, but sometimes keep it a little bit simple with it, because these guys are top professionals. You will not tell Bruno Fernandes how to pass. You won't tell Bruno how to position himself. Just play Bruno at his 10. Give these players are good players. Like, this is what you get when you boost your players. Mino, like someone thought Mino was a mid player, but no, he's not. Someone that was starting for England in the Euros finals. That's not mid. That had a good account of himself. So shout out to Carrick and his staff for for boosting the belief in these players, letting them play, and back to the old school United of the counter attack. Fergie time now is at Old Trafford. You understand, good things for United. You understand, but this is what it is. Like, don't overcomplicate issues with some certain teams. Like, this is United. Don't just let them play their football. Yes, tactics here and there, but sometimes let these guys play their football. And shout out to them, man.
I actually have a question. Before you go to the I agree that Carrick keeps keeping everything simple. You can see he's not really trying to overcomplicate anything. Just like 4-3-3 straight up. But could we attribute their recent high to like new manager bounce? Because it actually reminds me of Oli on the Wheel.
Nah.
Also, because it does remind me a lot of Oli on the Wheel. They had a similar type of stats. Also, I kind of wanted to see how Fulham would play. The reason I did not really agree with you on the last pod where this might be a good time to play them, because I also thought about it. Where Fulham is not going to sit back. He's not going to let them actually dictate play. Fulham is going to play them the same way Arsenal has to play them.
He doesn't sit back here, but Silva will not sit
back. They actually came for them, and low key, you could say that actually played into United's hand a little bit. And I mean, Fulham could have also got some joy, but maybe they might have a better served, maybe hitting United on the counter. But I mean, we never know. So I mean,
I don't think
Toby?
he's new manager bounce because if you notice, he has tweaked something under Amarim, the lightning side or the bright side of United was that right side with Ahmad and Bremo.
Okay.
If you can close that right side, you pretty much have a way to beat that United team. But I think what he's doing now, like I said, is kept it simple. Is revitalized Casemiro, and I mean, I feel the board should look into that contract. It's like extended 1 year. I don't know because this is Casemiro that we used to know. He's playing with more experience. I mean, less. It's not the Real Madrid Casemiro, but we're seeing his experience now when he plays. You understand? And him playing with Mino, playing that three midfield again, Casemiro, Mino, and Bruno. Now that that counter attacking, United flow is we're seeing it now. So I feel like I don't think it's no manager, but I just feel like it's a United true, so you understand what it means to coach United. So that's why I'm going down to. Will it be a long run success at United? That's for Toby to answer, not me. But what I'm saying is I don't think it's new manager, but I just think it's him and his coaching staff just found a simple way, decent basic way to just win matches, and that's what United needs right now.
All right. So what about you, Toby? What do you think? If I want to know.
Um, the game itself, I wasn't surprised that it went that way. Simply because I have seen a lot of games like that where United feel like they have gotten into an early lead, scored again. Now it's about managing the game, and then you lose concentration. They score one or a penalty. You lose concentration, they score two. So I saw a lot of games like that under Amorim as well. You go back to the Burnley game, you go to the Brighton game, you go to even the West Ham game when we took the lead, and it just felt like we let teams back into the game. So that is one thing I do feel is very much a player-centered issue. The players we have cannot simply lock in for a full 90 minutes. Now, I don't have anything against Michael Carrick, honestly. Like, I don't care what he does, because in my head, I don't think that Carrick would be good enough to take me where I really want us to go, which is, all right, over the next 5 years, can I say we're challenging for the league, we're challenging for Europe, we're challenging for multiple cups? Or, I don't think he's good enough to do that. But he's not my issue. My issue is that if United do that thing of signing him, it would be a reactive decision. It wouldn't be a proactive decision. It would be, oh, he's winning and he had a good enough run. Let's just give him a job and see what he does. That doesn't sound like a board that has a plan. So I think that's one thing I'm worried about. But on the other hand, too, about how United are playing right now is not surprising to me. I think I'm surprised that we ended up going and beating Arsenal. I was very surprised that we actually ended up doing that. But again, let's look at the 3 goals that we scored. It was a Mendy mistake, Dogu screamer, Cunha screamer. And Cunha has been a guy that will shoot from anywhere. And this is one of the times that the XG just happened to pay off. The same with his goal today. United still have a sustainable way of playing. They have a way of playing that makes the players comfortable in this system that they are playing right now, which is that 4-3-3. But ask yourself, what really is the ceiling if you just let the players play how they want to play or boost your players? You think this is still a team that can go and challenge for the league? It's not. So I still don't, and especially when you keep hearing about some of the way we get talked about. It reminds me of United of old. Carrick said that he brought Dimitar Berbatov to come and talk to Sesko. How many times have I heard something like that before? How many times have I seen that go into this particular lane? And that's why I'm so against this United DNA. I just want to just do something else. Because we're always going to be chasing that high. We are not that team anymore. And that's okay. And then when it comes to Bruno, listen, like Akan said, all the players are good players. I genuinely believe that as well. But there is nothing sustainable about having a guy be your entire attack. There is nothing that the only way Bruno Fernandes can matter in a game is if the game runs through him. There is nothing sustainable about that type of play. When United don't have him, even though it's not been a lot because he's always been healthy, they look like they don't know what to do. That's not sustainable. And then Bruno himself cannot play if the team doesn't depend on him. Like, I don't know if you watch Bruno play when he's not the one giving it. It's just, he looks very much out of it. So, And then you ask yourself, all right, cool. Because I think Barcelona got like that with Messi at a point. But then Messi were still winning leagues. We were going deep in the Champions League. So you could always, and he was obviously, and he was the best player we've ever seen in our lives. So there's that caveat. Bruno is not that. Bruno as our best player, where has that been? What was the ceiling of that? FA Cup one time, Carabao Cup one time. I think they finished second one time. But it was one of those seconds where it was like, we're the best of the worst in the league. Because the first place ran away with it. So, so when you ask yourself, it's like, yeah, fine, we won 3 in a row now. Cool. But what are you really chasing here? Do you just want to just be able to tweet, we won 3 in a row. I am Rayman, fire him again. You know, I feel like I've gone through that cycle before. I went through it with Ten Hag. I went through it with Van Gaal. I went through it with Mourinho, with Ole. I've seen all of that before. But in order to be, like I said on the group chat, in order to be like Arsenal, in order to be like Klopp's Liverpool, in order to be like City's Pep, they all have a way of playing. It's not even like it's a way of playing. It's familiarity with the staff, with the players. We've all been together for such a long time. That continuity is important. And then it's not even necessarily about who has the best system. It is who knows their system the most.
That's a good point.
Like I was watching 18-19 Liverpool versus Man City. Like Liverpool, forget that Man City system was still peak. That team itself was so stacked. And yet they will be in a dogfight with the Liverpool team that is just that comprised of a midfield of Wijnaldum, Milner, and Henderson. And then an absolute dogfight every single time. So it's not even necessarily about this. Whatever type 4-3-3 can work, I'm fine with that. 3-4-3 can work, I'm fine with that. It is how well do these guys know that system to the ground? And in order to get that, that's why you had Pep staying. Pep has been here at least for 9 years?
I think 9 years.
Klopp has been for 7.
Yeah,
and I thought that it's probably going to be. I thought that it's 5 years, right?
Yeah.
And then you go hire a guy, you tell him to come here, he will have say, and you sack him in 2.5 seasons. What are you really looking for? Like it's not even about Amorim. Can you just pick something and stick with it? Do everything you can to get like all this. We're living the temporary pain of like being horrible right now. It's okay to suck. It's okay to be really, really bad. Because you know what? 2 to 3 years from now, when we've gone through this valley, we'll be really, really good. Because we trusted that process. United will never get relegated. They don't have to worry about that. So why can't you just trust? It's not about me. Just pick somebody, weather that storm, and just trust it. That's just what I want, man.
What about the school of thought that says like you still have to give the ball a reason to keep you, like in the sense of like maybe don't lose to a Grimsby and don't finish 15th.
Absolutely, yeah, I agree with that. And again, that's also why I wasn't too mad at the board, because I felt like they didn't really sack Amorim because of results. They sacked him because there's definitely a disagreement between Wilcox and Amorim on how to play. Mm-hmm. And again, I think Ratcliffe had to pick between Wilcox and Amorim. And I guess Amorim was easier to let go because, again, 33% win rate. That's fine. You see that. But again, one of the reasons why I liked Ineos was that it felt like they were not about winning or losing. Like Ratcliffe has said in that interview, Amorim has to prove he's a good coach over 3 years. So yeah, cool. We lost to Grimsby, we lost to this thing. Yeah, but we beat Liverpool. So it's like there were a lot of ups and downs to really say who we really were. But it felt like I felt the board were ready to be like, we can suck for right now, but let's see what we do over the next 3 years. You know, so that's why I'm not too mad, because I know they let him go because it wasn't because of the results. It was because they just couldn't. It was quite clear that everybody was not in tune.
I mean, I feel just to add to that real quick, please. I get what you're saying, Toby. I just want to add to that. I just feel like, and I get where you're coming from as a concerned fan. You know, you want your team to to have that. You want to go to that stable Fergie era of we're going for the title, no matter come what's us, we're going for the title. But don't you feel like because of that, United, Chelsea, we're like cultural teams now, whereby what we're always known for, going for the title. I don't think we're a team, we're a process team. We're not a team that will let's suffer for now. I don't think United, Chelsea are those kind of teams that let's suffer for now. Trust me, when Pep leaves City and they want to do a rebuilding, they'll trust the process with whoever they bring in with Maresca. Trust me, bro. But when you see teams like United, Chelsea, bro, that they have this raw core, culture behind them that we just want to just win. And if you notice what Carrick is doing now, I don't think he's even coaching these guys that crazy. Yeah, at least I know
No, he's
mine is
not.
not. Mine
He's
is not.
not coaching them that crazy.
Mine has come out to say, listen, we're not doing any tactical coaching on the pitch. We're having more meetings. He has said this clearly, clear and concise.
But
so I feel like
Okay, I agree with you for Chelsea, but
not United.
Because also that United, the reason they are struggling is because they are not really like Chelsea. Because if you think about it, their best manager of all time was Fergie, who came in, suffered, went through the process, 3 years, not winning the league, almost getting sacked, coming 13th, and they still gave him time and ended up winning the league. So it looks like post Fergie, they moved away from that heritage and started doing that chopping and changing. And that's probably why they are suffering right now, which is why I understand why people like to be like, why not go back to what we used to be? Give him manager time and let him build like we gave Fergie. Because ever since we moved away from that, Moyes, everything, I feel like the only clubs that can do that kind of chopping and changing are clubs that like Chelsea.
Chelsea, we're used to that. Yeah, we're used to that. Yeah, we thrive on that. Yeah,
I just want to win. You know what I'm saying? So, but Liverpool, United, Arsenal, I mean, heritage-wise, they've been known for slow building and whatnot, and whatever that gets you.
But even that, I would ask you guys, don't you?
No, keep going. Go.
Don't you feel like, even like in life in general, that for the most part, stability always wins out in the end?
True.
Like I don't know if you get, like I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense, but like I said, you can't cheat the process. Like if you really are really bad at something, you have to go through the painstaking times of trying to build that foundation back again, and then you can start going. Because progress isn't linear; it's very much up and down. You don't just be like, okay, now we're going to keep going up, and it feels like I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like
I think before financial fair play, it would have worked. Because even Chelsea are going towards stability now. Maybe during Abramovich's time, they didn't have financial fair play, so they could just buy the league and spend.
They could just buy the league, yeah.
But now it can't work. That's why they are trying to. Even Chelsea fans are trying to have more stability, because what works there and can't work now. Madrid will something about it very, very soon. But anyway, do you guys have any more takes on that before we move on?
No, I'm good.
Do I have any more takes on that? I think that Carrick is in for is going to be in for a very hard time at United, because there will come a point this team will hit that ceiling, and now he's going to have to coach, and people will see the limitations of this team. But I just hope that when that happens, people don't blame Carrick. It's really not him.
Papa side.
All of the players that we have.
You got this image, you got bookmark him, you got save him. This image I just talk now, bro. It's not revelation.
I'm like, remember when this team starts showing you their true colors, remember that Carrick is not the reason for it. The core of this team needs to be changed. That is Bruno, that is Dalot, that is Shaw, that is Maguire, and also Casemiro. Like I don't think they bring that level of seriousness every single day.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that when it gets really hard, people should really remember who's really the problem here.
That's fair. Anyway, let's move on to Liverpool's game. That game, for me, Salah, Liverpool won. Don't get me wrong. Well, I have a lot of well, we'll start with first for Ekitike. That's one player that whenever I watch, I just feel very, very sad. I feel very, very sad because I'm like, bro, this is just this could have been our second Henry, man. Like, why? I bet your career is no vexel, but why? Like, he's so cool. He's so calm. Like, he has the tech. He has the unpredictability. Like, despite that he missed, of course, that comes with the whole baggage. But he's such a good striker. He's the kind of striker I would have liked to see in my club, honestly speaking.
He really does have that Henry attitude, man.
It does.
Like, it does. So infectious.
The boy can play.
And he can play.
I know we all predicted. I know AK, you predicted that Liverpool will destroy them. This guy came to the group and said we are wrong. I'm like, no, nigga, we are wrong. I said Liverpool will win 3-2, and I was like, yo, remember 6-0 Karabakh? They were like, I can't even pronounce Karabakh. And I was like, fair. Like Newcastle, though, they have a very bad poor away form. Well, anyway, that aside, Newcastle actually started very, very well. I was like, oh, this AK might actually be onto something because the way they started, Liverpool's defense looked disorganized. Harvey Barnes got a couple of chances. He hit the bar before Ekitike came and did Ekitike things. And the game just turned upside down. Liverpool started coming for them. All of a sudden, Konaté just looked like Beckenbauer. About just carry ball and just make one body movement. The attacker will just come out. I'm like, is this Ekitike? Sorry, is this Konate? Okay. He was looking very
Ibu.
composed. Van Dijk was, looked at least looked more stable, even though
Yeah.
Newcastle actually got chances. Yeah. Newcastle actually
Wait,
got
I want to ask you guys something though, and I'm sorry to take the conversation away from
chances.
what we're doing. But do you guys do we all believe that Van Dijk is the best defender you've ever seen?
Ever
This
seen?
season?
Ever seen?
Ever
Not this
seen?
season, like ever seen. I think that about him. I think I rate Van Dijk so highly. Like I think about if I was to build a defender, a central defender, I don't think there's anybody better than Van Dijk.
I mean,
I don't think anybody
I
has
get what
ever
you're
had.
saying. I get what he's trying to say. I get what he's trying to say. When it
Ever
comes to
seen? I'm
like
thinking.
the build up, the physicality and everything, Van Dijk deserves to be
The IQ, the
merging of
physicality, the
Maldini,
build up.
Beckenbauer, everything in one.
I just think I've not seen a guy better than that guy.
Maybe
See,
I won't agree with you though, but okay.
Ope was good.
what's up? Sorry, my camera is off. I'm driving right now, but yeah, I'll have to disagree with you, Toby, man. I don't think Van Dijk is the best defender. I mean, to be fair, I didn't watch the Maldini and the likes of them, but I assume they were better than Van Dijk. Cause
You assume.
what?
I assume.
Nope. Nah. If you put Van, if you put Van Dijk in them eras, them '05 era, when we had lethal strikers, them '05 eras, them O eras, bro, them Henry, Didi, bro, the ain't go leak him now. Like ain't go leak him. The boy go leak. He's a good defender, but is he on that level of JT? Is he on that level of Tony Adams? Is he on that level of Sol Campbell? Is he on that level of Cannavaro? Is he on that level? The list is he on that level
Wait.
You guys say
don't take me
Cannavaro.
there. I will go there. I will go there if you take me there.
I'll pick him up there, Cannavaro, sha. Because I saw Cannavaro eat grass a couple of times. But I've also seen Van
Like,
Dijk
come
eat
on,
grass.
man.
I've seen Van Dijk eat grass. I
Van Dijk, they
I
give
think
everybody yash, man. That
I,
guy
I
runs
don't
away from tackle, and that was just my thing about Van Dijk.
no
Like,
Didi, no
I
Didi,
get
no
his
Didi.
shadow marking, his shadow whatever, just too, but my thing is, for the most part, like that Liverpool team where it was like Robertson, Van Dijk. I can't remember with the second centre back. But Shasha, my thing is, most of the time, it was Robertson that used to dive into those tackles, and Van Dijk would be doing his shadow marking. And you could see the difference now where it was Keke's, and Keke's position was leaking. And like I guess the age factor also plays into it. Like he's older, so he's not as sharp or whatnot. But yeah, I just used to feel like Van Dijk used to run away from tackles, and that's why people never dribble past him like so many times. Like that saying of nobody dribble past Van Dijk. The one time he met, he's not that guy that is in Sociedad, Kubo Taka something, one Asian guy. Like, bruh, that guy was playing with him, man. I was like, this is why, bro. Like you don't be going into tackles. That's why they don't be turning you up and down. But yeah,
But
that is
I
just my
think
take.
it's
I think Van Dijk's greatest strength for me is at least read the game before the game
the
comes.
game.
That's what I'll give to Van Dijk. But when it comes to like the art of defending, like
Thiago
Maldini
Silva for
art
me.
of defending, like JT art of defending, like Tony Adams, like Sol Campbell, like Cavall, like Nemanja Vidic, like the art of defending. Like let's go 1v1, like let's intercept the play, let's tackle. Like it puts everything in the whole package. It doesn't meet these names I'm calling, bro. Like, and I'm not
Pure
sorry.
defense, pure defending
but
for me. I think Thiago Silva was one of my best I saw.
Oh my god! I
Thiago
don't
Silva,
call Silva. Look at me.
pure defending for me.
They'll kill me.
but
Because
it's funny because like I think we still view defending as engaging the attack and making him.
Point.
But like I play defense, so and I think I don't know if it's actually a real coach, but there was something that Maldini said where if I have to make a tackle, then I've already made a mistake.
Mistake here. That's right.
One of the
That's
greatest
a good
strengths
point.
of
You said it.
defenders are the ones who are proactive.
Yeah.
I feel
But
Van
was it
Dijk.
just a tackle that he said though? I think he meant like what he meant like a dangerous tackle, like the ones that Sergio Ramos be doing.
No, it's
You know,
just
where you
no.
have
He
to
meant just a
fly
tackle.
tackle.
He
No.
meant
He
just a tackle.
actually
If I have
said.
to get on
He
the
actually said
ground,
if he slides, if he slides
Yeah,
to
I
make a
thought it was
tackle,
if I
slight
have to get
tackles.
on the
Yeah.
ground, if I have to
like
get
slight,
on the ground and make that
that means
tackle.
he has misplaced his positioning.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, you ask yourself, if you really wanted to go one-on-one with Van Dijk, can you really beat Van Dijk? Can you beat him for pace? Can you beat him for power? Can you beat him for IQ? So it's like, to me, he's the best proactive defender I've ever seen, because one thing about defending is you have to let the attacker make up their mind. You cannot make up the mind for it because it's instinctive for them. Once they see a leg, they know what to do next. They know what to do. The attacker has to make up his mind. I think Van Dijk is the best to ever do that. But then when it comes to the one-on-one, matched up with you, I don't know any defender that I would rather pick in that situation over Van Dijk still. I
In
don't
this
think
era,
anybody's as strong
in
as
this
him,
era,
is
Oh,
as
but
physical as him, is as fast as him.
this one, Gen Z
Like,
argument. Because
rewatch 18-19, guy. Rewatch 18-19, man. I've
I
never
won't
seen a
lie.
player like that in my life.
1819,
I have
1819 was
never
like
seen a defender like that in my life.
1819 was crazy. That would be wrong.
Like, I
But
have never seen a defender like that in my life.
wait, let's be
Maybe
honest.
maybe JT, because I think JT was a lot smarter than people give him credit for. JT was a lot smarter than people give him credit for. But I think Van Dijk is like, man, if I was being a perfect defender, I think I'd be Van Dijk. I'm so jealous of Liverpool has
I
him.
think he's up there. It's a very good argument. I will not say he's
this is a good argument to have probably a proper episode for, but we
we'll have
actually
an episode
bring all
for
the
it. But
start
anyway,
out.
Yeah, real proper SDS podcast like that, yeah.
that's what I wanted to say about. Okay, yeah. So from that game, that just confirmed to me what I was going to point out in the last episode we did AK, where you were like, about talking about Salah, where I was like, I don't think it's a factor. So what I meant, I don't think I completed my point then, was that I feel like the game has moved. Liverpool has moved on from playing through Salah. I don't think it's that much of a factor anymore. I think this has become more of Wirtz's team. Like if you watch that Newcastle game, like most of the play was going through him.
Yep.
And Salah, I think Salah, I think they are definitely thinking about moving on from him overall. I think Loki has lost that pace that he was renowned for back in the days. Even though he was very, very underrated for that, his pace has gone, honestly. Because I remember one instance where someone like played a long ball through to him. Talking about pace being gone, 3 PS pace has gone. If you're played through, this guy had yards on 3P and 3P caught up with him. I was like, my God, nah, he's gone. Salah is gone. If 3P can catch up to you, 3P of today,
Yeah,
that's
Trippier. They are both old men, so
flags.
But
Wait,
even
that's
then,
a.
guy, you
wait.
Oh, what I was gonna say is, yeah, I think your point around like Wirtz being like the central guy now, I think that is key, and I think that also helps Ekitike a lot, because you could just tell that they have that chemistry, man. Like the was it the second goal that Ekitike scored? Like Wirtz just put it on a plate and he knew he was going. Oh, I think it was the first one, but the way they just is like Ekitike is becoming more of that like their pure 10 and is able to pick up those positions in the central spaces, and having Wirtz with him just to be able to combine. Sorry, it's Wirtz as a 10, sorry. And having a ticket with to combine with Wirtz, like there's some magic that is happening there. And yeah, that is my greatest fear for Liverpool at this time, to be honest. I think.
I'm glad we played them. I'm very glad that we have finished our 2 Liverpool fixtures.
I mean, even like when it comes to our Liverpool team, I think that is the reason why I'm here and on the slot is getting paid how much every week. I don't even know. There's a reason why. Because I literally said it here, and I told you guys the last time, like, this is not Salah and his age. It's not like it's bad. It's just an age. It's the age thing. Salah doesn't have that speed, like you said. You can't beat it. And if he does not have the speed, he can't beat his man. He can't cut to do that. Cut and shoot anymore. That first chance he had, remember that this guy cut up to him. He was trying to cut, but when he tried it, did. You understand? So shout out to Klopp. I mean, to Slot for being bold to switch his back to the 4-3-3 this time to accommodate the team and not Salah. Because the game against Bournemouth, he played 4-2-2-2 to accommodate Salah. And it didn't work. I still feel that's the best way to put Salah, because even the 4-3-3 that we saw yesterday, apart from the assist, it was still ineffective. In every he couldn't beat his man. He couldn't run. He tried, and this time he's trying to run to track back, but you can just tell that they're trying to find a way to move past him. And shout out to Virgil because I know we all criticized him at the beginning of the season. I think it was 0013 or 0014. I don't even know. You understand? But to be able to
Not me, I think criticizable.
So
I know criticizable. Yeah, but I know criticizable.
You were there to check the records. You were there.
Yeah, I was not there.
But for real, but to acclimatize to the pace and the vigor, the physicality of the league, on and off the ball, taking this, it took a bit of time for him to get used to it, and then now we're seeing the end results now, man. And then Ekitike, like you guys mentioned, man, like Jesus Christ, this guy is just that baller. Like he looks lanky, but don't joke with him. Like when he has that ball on his feet, man, he's just a confidence player. You can tell. Like he knows when to beat his man. He knows when to shoot. He knows when to stop. Like he's in control of every situation that when he has the ball or when he doesn't have the ball. You understand? That's a good one for them, man. And when he scored, they showed Isak. I'm like, you guys are crazy, bro. They showed Isak face when Ekitike scored the first goal. You understand? And I think that will turn into a Wirtz and Ekitike team, barring if Isak can come in and prove himself. But yeah, I agree with everything you said. I think it's Salah last season, if you ask me. Mm-hmm. And as for Newcastle, man, the pressure is on. The pressure is on Eddie Howe, man. The pressure is literally on. If it doesn't fix up or change something or work on something, this might be his last season, though. I think that trophy he won is still saving him. I don't know how long that will save him, but if it doesn't fix up his away form and they keep going down the drain, I think this will be the last time I'll say Eddie Howe at Newcastle. That's what I think.
All right. Hey, Toby, you got any points?
I agree with that about the Eddie Howe situation. Yes, if he can't get them out, and I think honestly, he has hit the ceiling with this Newcastle team. So I think Newcastle need to hear from a fresh voice, fresh mindset.
Get Amorim.
Get Amorim in, you know what I'm saying? Like get Amorim in, let him work his magic. It will take long, but
you know what I actually think? For them to get? Not people to get Antonio Conte. So because if they get Antonio Conte for that one season with this play, because they still have good players. Don't get it twisted. They still have good players, and these players can run. Abby Barnes, Gordon, Visa, Guimaraes. Imagine those guys, Joe Linton, under Antonio Conte, I would say run. That would be wicked. For that one, I mean, the one season one, that guy is wicked, sharp.
Yeah, Antonio Conte will be scary by the scary hire. I can't lie.
I don't like. It's kind of interesting because, like, yeah, I get that, but like, how would the players receive him? Like, you've heard how people feel about him, like his training methods, how he is. Like, I don't know if the Newcastle players will be like.
See, trust me. What's about football? I usually play football. See, no matter how, even if the set is going bad, though. But when you're winning your set, how about you will shut up? That's about football. See, once you're winning, everything just dies down, bro. And one thing Conte will give you, that one season, you will get a trophy. You will get that trophy. See that first season? The second one, I don't know. It's between him and God, though, that will tell us that why every time
I don't know.
He's always failing. But that first season, it will stretch the players to the max, and they'll give him what they want. So that's why I feel like Conte is the perfect guy for them, for just for one season only.
But even then, I would say, like, how important is a trophy really? Like, if I know that for the second year, I can't guarantee that this guy will win it. Like, how important is that? Like, it's like sometimes I feel like football gets so deterministic, and we have to win at the end of the day.
Eddie Howe has a trophy.
Like, Eddie Howe has a trophy, but has he been doing better than Arteta? Obviously not.
Except the trophy is the league, which I don't know if Anthony Conte can carry Newcastle to win.
I don't think I do it. I don't think I do it with the current. Then again, though, if Pep leaves, I think he opens up the league for everybody that wants to win the league.
Anyway, let's move on to
before Pep should leave. Please realize who he is. Pep, you are Pep. You are the only one that can save us before you leave. You can move on.
I went and tell Klopp when Klopp was leaving Liverpool. Anyway, is there any chance? Those two guys.
But yeah, man, move on, bro.
Anyway, Chelsea, West Ham.
Why don't call us now? Why you don't call
My
us?
failed, no, my failed networking.
We should talk about Chelsea
Like,
last.
this one paid me specially because of this AK guy. This one paid me special, bro. Somerville, Bowie, West Ham had these guys on the ropes, man. On the ropes that first half. They are like almost just was almost like Tottenham because I don't know what the hell they were playing. West Ham was dominating that first half. Like, bro, I did not. Okay, let me not lie. I kind of knew that second half would be tough, given what Chelsea has shown us so far this season. Anyway, I knew they'll come out stronger. I knew they'll make subs and they'll become stronger. But that first half, they looked so bad, and West Ham looked much better than I've seen them this season. Apparently, they've been better recently, but I haven't watched them, if I'm being honest. But this game, they were good. Some of you looked like the revelation. I mean, I knew he had talent in his previous club, but he looked up for it today. Bowen as well, even though that his goal had some element of luck to it, but that was him. He was playing very, very well. Second half, the big boys came in. Yao Pedro, what's this guy again? Who is the other guy? Cucurella came in. Game changed like this. I was like, what is this rubbish? I just saw it coming. I had so much drafts. I was like, you know what? Let's start to delete this thing.
That did he lead the draft?
The 2-1, João Pedro. I mean, who scored the first goal? Was it João
It
Pedro?
was Ja.
Pedro first goal, yeah.
Yeah. Cucurella was already crossing from the left, and we were missing it. I was like, nah, these guys are going to equalize. Going to equalize. And yeah, they eventually equalized. I was now praying, I beg, I guess it just be 2-2. These idiots come and assist again. And this Enzo, and the person I don't want to score himself, Enzo.
Alright.
Enzo scored.
Best tattoo in the world.
Alright.
Best tattoo in the world.
Yo, I saw a lot of people go talking about, Liam, oh my gosh, his substitutions. Bro, what the fuck was he supposed to do? Will you just watch them and they will kill them?
No.
That first 11 that I saw that I was like, yo, what kind of first? I miss Seth. If I was the first one, I'm like, which kind? I understand that Napoli game maybe took a lot out of the first team and everything, so he had to rotate and whatnot. But at least just start João Pedro now. Like, anybody could tell that the lab not going to do anything for this match anyway. So like that starting 11 was not good. It was not good. I think it was a very poor first team. Even though I understand, so maybe the board should spend more money and actually give him a stronger team, because that second squad is bad. They cannot do it. I would not even go as far as say they have potential. I think that you put starting 11 is a bad team. Honestly, I don't think they have any hope. I don't think Premier League is for them. They need Delap. Honestly, I'll be very, very surprised if Delap becomes a great striker in future. I'll be very surprised at this point from what I've been seeing from him in Chelsea. Maybe at some point he'll get it. Who remembers the Kitty in PSG?
No, I don't remember.
He was very, very young when he went to PSG. He failed. He was not good. I watched him a couple of times with name and God. Like, which kind of rubbish it is? But you could even tell he had some individual talents, So I'm not surprised what he's doing today. But Delap, on the other hand, I won't lie, I look this guy somehow. I don't know. I don't know about him, if I'm being honest. And Gittins. The less said about Gittins, the better. We all know Garnacho. Garnacho.
Thanks again, Aka. Thanks again.
Now, this is Garnacho. He will have some moments, but nah, bro. You all need to spend more money. If you spend more money, I'll laugh at you people.
You know what I like?
Spend more money after how much you spent.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I like United? I like United because man, they know how to do business very, very well. So just watch very soon. This transfer.
You give us Kopama. You give us Kopama.
Also, yeah, Kopama in that person. Kopama, I don't know if Palmer fit, Abi is not fit because Baba is not.
I think they're taking the team away from him. They're taking the team away from him. Like when he was doing well, the team was centered around what he was doing. But now it feels like they're kind of diversifying who gets to run the team. Yeah, exactly. So it's like I don't know how much he likes that. So that would be an interesting development.
But what I'm going to say, yeah, the subs he made, the subs he's been making, yes, they've been working. But even me would have made those subs. Okay, maybe I'll give him timing. He timed the subs well, but like those were obvious subs to make, in my opinion. So I wouldn't say, oh my god, that was a tactical, whatever masterclass he pulled there. It was pretty obvious. The first team is bad. He himself, he knows it. In his press conference, he was like, yeah, no energy, blah 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 blah. He spoke really well. I'll give him that. But I wouldn't say it was some Emery made tactical switch or whatever. I don't think the first team
By
was
the
bad.
power vested in me, I think I have to cut you off. It's okay. It is okay. It's okay. When you reach Arsenal, talk your own like that. Yes, it's okay. No. You guys,
Like all these 9 minutes win, you can't keep getting away with it. You guys are a big club, man. Like going to West Ham and getting hammered that way, man. I feel you guys are just lucky, but kudos to
I don't
Chelsea.
blame
You guys
I
came
blame
back
Barca.
out.
It's Barca I blame. Okay? This thing you're saying like this is Barca I effing blame. All you're saying is it's all on Barca. This Sunday is Barca not being responsible. But
I already told you,
one.
Shai, that game, Bowen and Somerville had goals on you. And I mean, I didn't carry Bowen, but kudos to Joao Pedro. Shai. It looks like I'll have to go and pick Joao Pedro like back in, I don't know, my FPL. But
Anyway, AK, you wanna go? Are your boys?
I think what I have to start by saying is kudos to all of us. We all agree that Somerville is going to score and Bowen will have an impact also, because these are the only two guys that have an impact in this West Ham team. You understand? And secondly, let me correct you there, five aside. My coach Liam Rosenio came out to say that second half was not about tactics. In the FBC, when TNT interviewed, he said the same thing. When Sky Sports intervened, he said the same thing. When NBC intervened, he said the same thing too. He said that second half is not about tactics, man. It's all about how you psych up. It's about how you psych up the players. Because obviously, this is like his seventh match. It's not even up to 2 months with this team. It's just trying to understand the team. So obviously, it's going to have to rotate. Chelsea fans should know this and know peace. Secondly, we just played a game. They might know how big that game against Napoli was. You go into Naples, a must-win game for both teams. You go there, you win there, and then you come back to play a derby game. It's a derby game against West Ham, and then we have Arsenal in our mind on Tuesday. You have to rotate the team. You have to understand and know your team. So I don't fault him for going for that first half with those players. You understand? And also credit to him for now. He knows that okay, Gittins, Garnacho, okay, question mark on them. Let's see. And you know, he's a politician. I feel like, and I want to divert now. With PDP having crisis in Nigeria, if they can collect this Rosinio as their presidential candidate, is over for Tinubu. Let me just put that out there, because the way this man talks, but he didn't come out and say Garnacho and Gittins are the problem. You know what this man said? He said, no, we needed more energy. These are good players, and more, we needed a little bit more. That's him trying to say they're a bit less. Garnacho and Gittins, they're a bit less. You understand? And it's not just how you make the sub, but the timing of the subs. It felt that, it took, and we were playing, was it old, is it 3 at the back we're trying to play again with Badiashile, no, sorry, back, Badiashile and Trevor. You understand? And then Hato was trying to invert in the midfield the first half, and it wasn't working because Garnacho was not doing anything useful. You understand? And it wasn't working at all. So second half, it took a little bit. We went back to the old school cultural 4-4-2. Palmer having pockets now, and then Joao Pedro dropping deep to support the lap. You cannot tell me that's not tactics right there. That's tactical. That's not just motivation right there. You understand? Bringing the key players to support, to help the team. You feel me, yeah? And also shout out to Cucurella, man, because Cucurella's second goal, I think, is how bad do you want it. You need to have that mental shift between a good player and a world-class player. That second goal is just the reason why I tell people, listen, Cucurella is the best left back in the league. And I know why I say this, not because I'm a Chelsea fan. Look at the distance between Cucurella and that guy. What's that goal again? If it's based on body physics, right? Cucurella should not meet that guy in nodding that goal, because that guy was ahead of Cucurella, and the ball was coming from the air. That's just how bad you want it. That's mental strength right there. You understand? And then Enzo coming in to score the best tattoo in the world. I think he has more goals than Declan Rice, and
Who's the best tattoo in the world?
he has the best tattoo in the world now. You get tattoo, you don't get tattoo.
These
You know
Chelsea
so.
fans, now
I
if you
said you
get
get that too. He said you get that too.
You understand? So
eh,
my point is my
God,
point my point is we're not just seeing a coach that knows how to talk, but this guy has something upstairs. That's what I'm trying to say in this game. He has something upstairs. Like the way he talks, his formation, is the way he brings in the players, the way he speaks to the player. Like bro, I'm not talking about Carrick at United also. The way you talk to players also matters. Even in human management, even at your job. There's way your boss will text you that I need you, man. Without you, I can't. You understand? Like you'll be set up to work for the boss. You understand? I feel like what this guy has been doing very well. And he said, listen, we're not doing a lot of training on the pitch because I don't have time. But what we need to do is, as a big team, we need to win. Yes, I don't have time. Yes, I don't know the players that well. Yes, I have an open door policy where I want the players to be very, very vulnerable to come and talk to me. But despite all this, one thing for us, we need to win. And like I keep telling you, if you keep winning games, the players will trust whatever you tell them, and the fans will believe you. So it's a good one for us. It's a good 3 points. And any agenda you want to agenda 5 aside to me to not work. So don't give me any nonsense agenda of I could have made that sub too. You reach your tongue, go and make it.
That's fair. Even though I feel like West Ham manager was a bastard. That Max Tillman sub nearly entered that pitch. I know say don't is raps, and he was raps at that point. Now why I know support Daniel when they say calm down because I know so that $50 when you bet Daniel for lose that money. Maybe I saw Max Tillman in that pitch. I was like, nah, it's okay.
Bro,
Because
with the
this
way
is
that
why
game was going, 2-2. It's 80 something minutes,
bro,
Stamford Bridge.
I hate when you see a small team that was already open during the match, that mental adjustment to now start play defensively again almost never works. You've already been open anyway. If you start trying to sit back, they will always punish you. That's why I hate that. I hate watching that. I just need to happen. But anyway,
I do hate when big
today,
teams do that, small teams do that as well. I really do. What were you saying?
you have any takes on the game,
On the game?
on the Chelsea game?
Well, West Ham are actually pretty difficult to play against. You were bullying my manager when they have West Ham are actually pretty difficult. Everybody in this league can play ball. Arsenal needed a dying minute winner to
I give you
beat
that
Wolves
one.
at home. So
I give
these
you that
boys
one.
can play.
Yes.
Everybody can play. Everybody can play. But I like Chelsea though. I like that. It shows their fighting spirit. And I love Cucurella, man. I love Cucurella. Jesus Christ. After Nuno Mendes, to me he's the next guy. I feel like more people see him as a gimmick now, but
Best
like
left back in the league,
defensively,
man. Cucurella.
offensively, he's really, really good. Really, really good. Very high IQ, very physical. I like him, sure.
Yeah. Okay, what about you?
I
Are you
mean,
loving
I
Cucurella?
mean, really for that game, I think I was rooting for West Ham to win. Seeing that 2-0 lead in the first half, I was excited, and
Why won't you
you
root
know,
for
but
West Ham? I was rooting for Mr. Ruta.
I mean, it's just what Chelsea does. It's not even a West Ham thing. It's just a Chelsea thing, really. But coming to seeing Chelsea fight back, like I give you guys that. You guys have that fighting spirit. But at the end of the day, like I said, like you can't be losing 2-0 down to a West Ham team and saying you want to be among the big boys. You know, West Ham is one of those teams. They are difficult to play, but like I think that should still be a more straightforward game than it was for Chelsea at this time. And yeah, I just like to see more from Chelsea. But overall, I guess you guys are not really like in the title race or anything. So good win, good 3 points for you. We'll see on Tuesday
But the thing
where
is,
it does matter.
no, 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 no. No, let's get one to the streets. If you watch that first half, it's not as if we were not bad that first half. We were not bad that first half. It was just a my look. Think about it. Bowen's goal was a mistake goal. Yes, it was a mistake because when that cross came in, Sanchez was thinking that one of the Western players will hit it, so go to the other side. That's a mistake goal. Apart from Somerville's goal, but what does they really do in that first half? Yes, they had a bit of more energy than us, but what does they do than that for? Nothing else really. That's why it was easy for us to come back second half.
They were the best in that first half quite easily. To be
Better
honest.
team, but don't make it sound like we were like pack of Sunday league players on that day. No, we were not. No, we were not. You understand? So, Mr. Okpe coming out to talk as if this thing or this one. Nah, bro. You are even talking. Wow, what's your priority in this season? Let me start with you. Let me start with you this season.
It's our priority. Our priority is winning as many trophies as we can. So that's what we're going for. And that has always been the plan from the start. I can't say the same for Chelsea though, but
Alright.
I don't know what you guys are going for really. You guys are world
I mean,
champions, okay.
every trophy, every trophy that you're fighting for, mathematically speaking, I'm fighting for it too. Yes, that's fact.
Just say entitled race. I said
Complete
it.
yourself and
I
say
said
that's fact. That's fact.
Title race.
It's not.
We can say you're
The
fighting
difference is
for
not even clear.
Carabao or something, but which title race?
Baba, yesterday that Liverpool played, they still call them defending champions. They didn't call that one defending champion. Not there, yes, bro. Relax. You guys should be humble, man. Be
Okay
humble, eh?
now.
In the words of Alan, be humble, eh?
Okay now.
Nah, for real, because
Nice
I'm
one,
still the
nice
Champions League
one.
with you. I'm still the FA Cup with you. I'm still the Carabao Cup with you. Premier League, I've never even won it yet. It's 6 points between you and Guardiola. Just 2 games. You have not played me. Be humble. Relax.
Okay now. No Lele, no Lele. No Lele. Let's move on.
Anyway, let's move on to Arsenal's game. Hey, anyway, for this game, I ain't got much to say to be honest. I think we played really well. I like the confidence and the swagger. Leeds tried to make the game a very physical game, but you can't really match us physically, especially if we're up for it. Arsenal came out well, physically dominant. Madueke had probably his best game in Arsenal shirts for me. Timber looked like Timber of earlier in the season. He locked up that right hand side, even though that's where Leeds kept trying to make inways in the attack. They kept going for that left hand side. Let's say they don't know say Timber's Sabi play ball. They kept going for Timber's wing, but he matched up to their challenge. And Havertz playing as a number 10. He looked decent. Gyökeres looks sharper. I think he's gaining more confidence, probably because of the Champions League performance. But he played really well on Saturday. On the left, who was our left winger safe again? Was it Trossard? It was Trossard, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
No
see
be your
me.
team.
To be
You ask
honest,
us.
I didn't really see much of I didn't see much of Trossard. But all in all, our defense played well. Everybody played well. Second half, we scored two set pieces. Everybody was making noise. They were scoring set pieces. Second half, we gave them open play goals to make them calm down. Just to settle the haters. We gave them 2 open play goals. There is that. Made it a very. This was to me. This was a statement win because if you watch the season, Leeds have been such a challenge for all the top clubs. I know that the Man City club that was a 3-2. They beat my friend here, Chelsea. The DC United. they've been a tough. Elland Road has been a tough place to go to for the most part this season for everybody else.
And I miss
And for
United.
Arsenal to go there,
But I miss United, though. I don't wonder. They don't even talk. You just smile. I don't wonder. They miss United. They don't even
Now,
talk.
now,
You
brother,
just,
they
you
sack my
just
manager
smile.
now. What do you want make I talk? Now that day they sack my manager. What do you want make I talk?
well, yeah, for Arsenal to go there and put their foot down and make it and win 4-0, I think that was a statement win. Even though it just leads, but I think that was a statement win actually. I like that Odegaard was benched. I think that bench was necessary. Second half he came in, he looked better, even though I think the game has calmed down, but he played pretty well. Gave the assist to Jesus, even though that's a Foden's type of assist, laid it on the plate. Jesus did most of the work. Beautiful goal. That goal Gyökeres scored, that was a striker's goal. That's what I want to see more of him. I know he came off his Shane, but that kind of movement is what I want to see more from him. And shout out to Madueke. Plays really well. But yeah, that's it for me to be honest.
Yeah, I mean to be fair, that was a
Statement
pretty
win.
Finally,
straightforward game.
politics. So
Akpa, they come my
It's
beg.
not about I
Because
won't
later I
really
won't
say
talk. I don't want to forget them.
I talk.
State, statement win. 2 set piece. Home goal. Highest goal scorer for Arsenal now is his own goal. I'm correct, and that's what called placement win.
What do you mean? It was one set piece, one on goal, two regular goals.
So what was okay? So like set piece.
So,
Everybody was everybody said it. Look at the goal you guys scored. Look at the goal you guys scored.
Beautiful goals, 4 beautiful goals. 4 beautiful goals.
I'm so happy that I don't know. See, I don't know something English like that too, but I know what beautiful means, bro. And that's not beautiful. I know what beautiful means, bro. And that cannot be beautiful. If that,
Wait,
then,
Jesus' goal.
What do you say?
Jesus' goal was beautiful goal.
Apart from
Jesus' goal was a beautiful goal.
I give you Jesus, I give you Gyökeres. You made a very good point. That's a striker's goal. That's a proper top striker's goal for Gyökeres. And that's a Jesus.
Let me correct you. That wasn't an own goal. That was a Madueke goal. That was Madueke's goal.
How about it was deemed own goal? Are you drunk?
You gotta look it up. They gave the goal to Madueke.
Jordan. Stupid FA. Drunk FA. Chat, bro, I trust. You know I like Madueke. You know his style. You know, now 1 in 15. So now we don't give that 7.5. Listen now, for the next 15 matches, you don't go play anything again. You know.
He needs to play because Saka is injured. So
that's my only take on it. It was the news on Saka, man.
I'm not sure yet, but I mean he limped up. I think it might be a waist or a groin issue. So I'm hoping it's just 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I don't think it's not a hamstring for sure. So
he won't play on Tuesday. So he won't play on Tuesday.
Probably not. He won't.
I'm not scared. I'm just asking. Not that I'm I'm just it's Black History Month, so I'm just concerned about my fellow black brother.
Anyway, so do you have any takes on that? I think our Pep network is acting up.
Yes, I very much agree that it is a statement because actually thinking about it now, Liverpool did not win at Elland Road. We didn't win at Elland Road. Chelsea didn't win at Elland. I don't know if you guys Chelsea won, they lost at Elland Road. So it's to go there and win 4-0. However you got it, very big. But then again, nothing has changed from how I've thought about Arsenal. People think that it's just about set pieces. Arsenal can beat you any which way. I think where the league is going is just how they're adapting to where the league is going. But when you see them in Europe, when the game is open and start to play ball, these guys are still better than anybody else. So I think it just reminded everybody after their run of form that they're still number one in this league.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
but Saka, that worry about Saka though. I feel like Saka has something degenerative because he doesn't. No matter how much time he takes off to rehab or how much time he takes off to let the injury heal, he seems to always be dealing with the same nicks. So I worry about the longevity of that guy.
I feel for him too, man. I really hope they can work on him because of the World Cup. I really hope they can really get him right and ready for the World Cup is literally here in just less than 2-3 months, man. So I'm really about it. But yeah, I was just doing banters on Arsenal, man. You understand that?
Yeah, of course, as you should.
But it's also we knew they were going to win that. Arsenal doesn't have an issue in Elland Road. I'm the one that have an Elland Road problem. You lost because you're not good enough to play them. Me, I have an historic problem with Elland Road. Me and Elland Road from the 90s. I have it. Huh?
Who lost? We didn't lose.
You lost them. You didn't lose them.
Didn't we draw? We draw now. We drew. We know they like you. They put us for the same side where you did. We know they like you. Not only you. We know they like you, I beg.
Forgive my English. But anyway, I gotta get my facts right, man. But yeah, like they're a good team. They're a good team. You understand? Like, but I just feel like we know they're gonna win. The players look at player quality leads to Arsenal. We know they're gonna win regardless. You know, but that's what I gotta say. Just another random 3 points for them.
disrespectful was
but me, I would
schools
say,
coming out
me,
there
I
and
would say
saying that
statement.
nonsense that he said. That was so disrespectful. That if
But
Arsenal win the league, they'd be the worst team to win the league in league history. This is one is not true, because I've seen enough United teams that were really bad and we still won the league. Two, he's not watching the games. I know he's not watching the games.
he's not
watching the games. Disrespectful.
But
I
the real
actually can't
question
stand
is,
schools right now. I can't stand that guy.
who
I
is
can't stand that guy.
competing? Who is challenging Arsenal? Only Arsenal is
I mean,
challenging Arsenal, bro.
That's
true for so many league titles, though.
yeah, that's true for so many league titles, guy.
That the one challenging them.
That's true for so many league titles.
Liverpool won last season without being challenged. Like, it happens a lot. So that his point to me is a non point.
When you won in 4-0 with Mourinho,
100 points.
Who was challenging you? Nobody was there. You yourself and I.
You cannot challenge that. John Terry and Cabal with the Chris. Come on, challenge that.
Not challenge.
I had a young Ruben. I had a firing Lampard, a firing Didi. You cannot even score.
How did you guys only concede 15 goals?
Bro,
like, I still think about that is
Krager said,
that's crazy.
See, Krager said,
crazy.
Krager said when it was time to play Chelsea, it's not a matter of are we going to win? Are we going to score? They're like, we know we can win, we know we can win. But can we score? that was the real question before they played Chelsea.
Can we score? Like, literally, guy.
Bro, I had a prime check. I had Terry, Cabal, you understand? And I also just put one thing out there, man. I thank God you said that. I know we're wrapping up 5 aside. Because I tell Chelsea fans, I'm like, listen, we have a good first 11, but then our squad is not ready yet to compete for the title or, challenge anybody yet. You understand? And I'm so happy you said that as yourself, man. Because when I say that, like, I'm speaking French. Because if you think about it, man, if you look at Sanchez, who has actually come up to be like a very top keeper for now, Fofana when he's fit, with James, Chaloba, Cucurella, Enzo, Caicedo, Palmer when he's fit. I mean, even on fit, Palmer is better than some of the players. So Palmer, Pedro that is trained, given that form. Pedro Neto, I'll say 8-9 players are like quality, but the rest, like, you can just put that just Premier League level mid players like Garnacho, Gittins. I think with time, Hato will come up, will give us that vibe we want from him. But Chelsea being Chelsea, we're not a waiting club, we're not a patience club. We want it now, so it's on the board, man. Let's see what the board does, man. Even though we know that they'll still keep doing that 17, 18, 9 policy. Let's see, man.
Anyway, that's true. I agree with you, all your points on that Chelsea issue. But like I said before in the previous pod, when I actually thought we would sleep up, if we were going to sleep up, I don't think we will. It would have been at the point, because you notice every season when we fall off, we always have 3 bad games. I think that those 3 bad games just went by, and City couldn't capitalize. To me, like I said after that Man U match, this Leeds match I was waiting to see how we respond, because if City did not usurp us during that three game period where we are so bad, I don't see that happening again. That was just it. That's why I'm more confident now. But anyway, so who's been our best player for this weekend? I'll go first. Because I know if I don't go first, you guys will see my own. I'll say Ekitike was my favorite player for this weekend. What about you guys?
I'm gonna go Madueke. I was very surprised that he was that active. Yeah, I'll go Madueke.
For me, I will go for Konaté, because I just feel like to play in that condition, he literally said that, and the slot told him that he can take as much time as he wants. He lost his dad, Amadi, RIP to his dad, and in that state of the Liverpool state at that time, they lost Gomez, they lost Frimpong. Van Dijk was not the Van Dijk like he used to know. Even the Konaté is having a bad season. He knows that the team is not playing well, and they're going against a hungry looking Newcastle, so I want to make a point. I want to just have a good performance that yesterday. I just feel like Konaté had his best game in Liverpool jersey. Him being on point, him being solid. You understand, and then scoring a goal again to count it all up for him. I think it was my best performer this weekend. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like he was spot on. Every tackle, I don't know if it was an emotional thing that just drove him to play like that. He got every tackle correctly. He won every duels. He was just that guy. With the new morning haircut, and then after scoring him, the tears was coming out. It was just a proper Hollywood, even though it's a real life thing, kind of performance. And I know Madueke, yes, I give to Madueke had a good game, despite it was being trolled, social media, Ekitike, yes, wonderful, but Konaté for me was just that guy for me, man.
Yeah, I think football has a way of bringing out these beautiful moments sometimes.
It does. Look at look at Frank Lampard when he lost his mom. He had to when he scored that Champions League when he lost his mom. So
that was emotional.
Remember Diaz when they kidnapped his dad, all of that. So.
Luis Diaz, right? Yeah.
Anyway, it's been a fun convo, guys. Anyway, it's been a fun convo, guys. You guys keep watching, subscribing. So Soccer Takes with AK and 5-a-side, and we'll keep up the hard work. Easy. We'll keep doing this for you. This is something we love doing, 100%. And you guys, so you can.
Oh God, see, guys, we'll be here again on Tuesday. Stay tuned on Tuesday, man. This one is doing giving you guys Bible verse. It's no enter. We're going for a war on Tuesday. Soccer Takes with AK and 5-a-side. We're going again. Just gonna beat us now, guys. Stay locked in, stay tuned. Thank you for.
You beat us now.
Huh?
You say you beat us now. You say you beat us on Tuesday.
At the stadium, yes, I will. Duh. Did I see? Is it French?
All right.
Yeah, you guys keep watching. And let's see if his dream comes true. Sometimes dreams come true. Most times they really don't. They are just dreams. But it's been nice.
It's been fun, bro. Peace out, man. Bless.
Sure.
Hey.